From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
52's the mic.
13, 13.
Garoppolo on first down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
21, 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain of 6 there on first. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end.
Here we go,
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
One, Omaha.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 46 yards. Passing. It's Dalton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Matthews. His first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Back.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
44.
Came out in a power set. That only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. On second down, it's Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Go sit down.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They'll let Mixon try and run it in, and he is into the end zone again, so get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, alert!
46.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Defense. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Garoppolo, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21.
46 to Mike. 46.
Go.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Garoppolo. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is up to 8. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember...
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He gets away from 1. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 White!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Watch one. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check three.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hands up. You're 18. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mixon will try the right side.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Keep doing that.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Here we go. 180.
46 to Mike. Check. Slam.
On 1st down, Coleman.
Run to the ball. Fly to the ball.
And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Dalton. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here we go, 368.
On 2nd down and 4. Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a give right side. Mixon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
12, fellas. Here we go.
46. Mike, 46.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. You gonna see me in your night. Wait.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts. But don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. From the 39, Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check. Hey, Mike 7. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't. Vic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now here's Ross. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yep.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Think they've got to look.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Let's go. 46 to Mike.
21.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike 46. Mike 46.
Hey, wahoo.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And now the throw hauled in by Green. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch 24. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Alert 3. Alert 3. Shit.
Hey.
Shit.
Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Your trip is here, baby.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No gain on this, D. 368. So Mike, hey, Charlie. Hey, keep it up.
Here we go.
Move.
Here we go.
Hey.
Mike, watch one. Tackles.
Mike, one.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and a yard, Garoppolo. Geno Atkins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he hits his man, Matthews. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Back to Mixon on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. Room here to run. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hands up, Lee.
Right there. For Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
Hands up.
To Dalton now. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
46, boy. 46. 46 to Mike. We want this.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
Well, there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
He wasn't ready.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Ross on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Hey, Zoo.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check safety, check safety.
Easy.
Now Dalton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A big offensive explosion helped.